Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In case you're new here, my name is Lorena and I love to share my recipes with you. And if you've been here before, then hello again. Today we're going to make pork and we're going to fill it with spinach, cranberries and walnuts. This is perfect for Christmas. You can have it as a main protein or as a side to or as an alternative to your turkey. Now if you want to see my recipe for turkey, I'll leave it up here, but also in the description below. As always, if you want to see the full recipe, then all you need to do is click on the link in the description box below and that will take you to my blog where you'll find lots more recipes. Also, if you like Christmas, if you like pork, if you like spinach or walnuts, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it already. I'm now going to make this pork, so if you want to see how it's done, then keep on watching this video. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to blanch my spinach. So the spinach, if you see it, it's a really large leaf like this one, and then you have a stalk that runs all the way to the top. So what I did already with all of these is remove the stalk, and for that reason you fold it towards the inside and then you pull up the stalk, and that will remove the fiber all the way to the top so that you have a nice and tender leaf. The other thing that is really important with spinach as well is to wash it thoroughly because it has a lot of dirt usually. Now we're going to blanch our leaves then. To blanch them, I have here boiling water with plenty of salt. So for this I have 2 tablespoons of salt. And what I'm going to do is place them in here, give them a few seconds, they don't need more than that, 20 seconds should be enough. And then I'm going to transfer them into this bowl that I already have with water and ice to stop the cooking and make sure that they are lovely and bright green. After 20 or 30 seconds, I remove the spinach from the pot and I place it in the icy water. I will repeat this with the rest of the spinach. Once all the spinach is blanched, we're going to squeeze as much water as we can from them before mixing them up with the rest of the ingredients. Now I'm going to use a food grinder to grind up the spinach, the walnuts and also the cranberries, and what I like about this is that it gives us a fine chopping texture at the end. You can also use a food processor, but make sure that it doesn't go all the way to a puree. I'm now adding a bit of salt and pepper to season it up. So here's my pork tenderloin or pork fillet, and what I'm going to do is cut down the center only halfway through. Then I'm going to make cuts over to the sides so that I can open up the cut to make it thinner. You need to feel with your hands where there are thicker parts and make cuts along there as well. Once it's ready, I turn it around and place some parchment paper on top, and I'm going to use a rolling pin to flatten it out even more. Once ready, I'm going to season with salt and pepper on both sides and also place the filling on top and flatten it out. You want to make sure to roll it tightly so that the filling doesn't go anywhere and there are no air spaces in between. Now we're going to tie it up with string, and you want to be delicate and not pull too much on the string so that it's a loose tie. That's because it's going to expand while on the pan and we don't want these marks to be visible once the string is gone. I'm also going to close the edges using toothpicks. Now I'm going to sear it so that I have a nice and golden outside, and then it's going to go to the oven to roast. Your pan needs to be super hot with vegetable oil, and we want to sear it for a couple of minutes per side, and you want to see it really nice and golden all the way around. Before roasting, I'm going to first paint it with a mix of brown sugar, water, and garlic that I made previously, and this is going to give it a glazed look. Now I'm going to place it in a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius or 350 Fahrenheit for 25 to 30 minutes. After 15 minutes, remove it from the oven and paint on the juices that have fallen off of the pork. It's also a good time to check on the temperature of the pork. The ideal temperature that you want to see at the center of the pork is 146 degrees Fahrenheit or 63 degrees Celsius. Once it's done, you remove it from the roasting tray and we're going to let it rest for 10 minutes. This will prevent the juices from coming out as soon as we cut it. I have a tiny piece here so that I can try it. It's so nice. You can feel the sweetness from the sugar but also from the cranberries with a tiny bit of tanginess, and the spinach and the walnuts is just the perfect filling for me. I feel like the most important thing that you need to be mindful of with this recipe is the cooking of the pork. An overcooked pork is just nasty. It's really dry and tough, so you want to make sure that you cook it properly. And for that, a meat thermometer is really useful. Then you know that you're eating it at a safe temperature where there are no bacteria left on here, but also that it's going to be nice and juicy. That was my stuffed pork tenderloin with spinach, cranberries, and walnuts. I really hope you liked it. If you did like it, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And also, again, I invite you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it already. If you want more content from me, recipes, tips, don't forget to follow me on all my other social media. I'll leave them up here, but also down below with the links to them. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have a lovely end of the year, and I'll see you on the next one.